Good day everyone, my name is Ramadhan and I'd like to tell you about a local legend called Watu. Sounds familiar, isn't it? Well, it's the name of a beach on the southern part of Jember with its iconic set of stone that stretch from the shore onto the sea. And the story goes like this. Long ago, in the southern region of Jember, there was a kingdom surrounded by dense forests. Its name was Ardi Kancana. The kingdom was led by the king himself, the king Prabu Palpana. The king ruled justly and wisely. He cared deeply for his people, and the people loved him. Meanwhile, deep within the cave in the forest, there was a giant and powerful snake meditating in peace. They said that this mighty snake was the incarnation of the guardian of the Southern Sea Queen. They said the snake had been cursed for disobeying an order and was punished to meditate for 10 years. After its period of meditation ended, the snakes become extremely hungry and said, Oh, my goodness, I am starving. It's been ages since the last time I ate something. It then went outside of the cave and selflessly ate all the animals in the forest. The villagers around the forest slowly became curious as the once abundant hunted animals in the forest mysteriously vanished. The villagers were unaware that there was a giant snake in the forest. And since all the animals in the forest had almost been eaten, the vibrancy of the village catches the snake's eyes. The snake began to snatch villagers' livestock one by one. And not stopping there, it also targets humans' children, including the chief's child. Of course, the chief was in sorrow. He then decided to head to the kingdom and hoping the great King Prabu Palpana would help. He replied, my king, please help us, there's a giant monster in the forest. The king was greatly shocked by the report and said, Monster? In my land? Nonsense! And then the chief said, It is true, my king. I brought its giant scales as proof of my words. Please, my child, I beg of you, please, avenge our children. Hearing the chief's honest cries, the king was touched and replied, Oh, poor souls of my kingdom, my apology. I hereby assure you with my honor, I shall not have sorrow in my kingdom, and your children must be avenged. He then decided to meet with Wiku Dharmaji, a very powerful sage. Then the King Palpana set off for Wiku Dharmaji's residence. And thankfully, the sage didn't refuse and agreed to help her king deal with this troublesome monster. Wiku Dharmaji then set off for the forest. Of course, the smart snake sensed the Wiku Dharmaji's oppressive aura. It then ran to the beach, crying out for help to the queen of the South Sea. The snake screamed to the sea, O mighty conqueror of the sea, I wish upon thee, embrace your humble incarnation with thy presence. A moment later, the queen of the South Sea appeared. She looked as stunning and as elegant as the coming tides. The waves rolling towards the shore parted as they approached the queen's body. The snake then complained to the queen, "My queen, I've completed my punishment. Please, leave off this curse so I won't be hunted anymore." The queen then replied gracefully, "Very well, my child, but with one condition. You must continue your meditation for the next 40 days and nights on this exact place. Surely for you who have maintained meditation for a whole 10 years, this much won't be a struggle. Do so and your curse shall be lifted." "But my queen, the sage is hunting me, and soon the entirety of this kingdom will aim their torches and spikes at me." Suddenly, the waves run wild, and the sky turns grey. The queen's silent stares penetrated into his body as she declared, "Prove your undying loyalty to me." The snake flinched, gasped for air, overwhelmed by the intense pressure she emitted. The queen vanished in the blink of an eye. The sea went back to normal, and the once dark sky was nowhere to be seen. The snake had no choice but to continue its meditation, hoping the not too dense mangrove would hide his body and bought him enough time so that it can continue its meditation in peace. Meanwhile, at the center of the kingdom, the king Prabu Palpana was upset because the snake had not been eliminated. Wiku Dharmaji, who had returned from failing to slay the dragon, explained to the king, "Your Highness, I have succeeded on locating the monster. It was a giant snake, my lord. But to my apology, for I have not yet succeeded on slaying it. The scales, they were tougher than our kingdom's best shields, my lord. I have failed to penetrate it. I believe only your divine power would be strong enough to kill it. We have to set forth now while the snake is meditating." King Palpana then set off with his troop to the Salton Sea beach and found the snake's hiding place. Its tail stretched out like a sword, penetrating the mangroves, while the head stayed on the shore. The snake was unconscious. Its eyes were closed, leaving only its breath, breathing softly. King Prabu Palpana sneaked upon the snake. He drew his almighty sword up high and exclaimed, "Begone, master, for the peace of my kingdom!" The sword pierced the snake's scales, severing its head and tail from its body. Just like that, the snake was slayed even before it knew it was slayed. Surprisingly, the queen was unbothered by this event and remained silent. After the snake was slayed, an unusual event occurred. A beautiful young woman with shiny scales at her legs emerged from the snake's body. The young woman looked at the king and muttered, "King, I thank you for freeing me from the punishment of the Southern Sea Queen. I beg you to take care of this place. Preserve it and you won't meet my fate." The humble servant jumped into the waves and vanished, never be seen again. Over time, the snake's body gradually hardened and turned into stone and became a local legend known as Watu, meaning snake's stone. So everyone, remember to don't cause a trouble if you don't want to fix it. Never, never run from your responsibility. I guess that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye. Okay.